Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, today I'm going to share with you about a story. So, welcome back to my channel. Then, I'm going to share you a picture like this, right? So, what comes into your mind if you see these characters? All right. So, what story is this? Actually, this is my favorite story, right? That is the characters. This is, do you know Duryodhana? Then, do you know the story? What title? Right. The title is The Story of Mahabharata. Alright. So let me show you another uh, slides. Alright. So if you see this, right. So we are going to talk about a story to remember. Right. So a short story or could you guess, right, what we are talking about? Okay, so a story to remember. Actually, we talk about narrative, right? So, narrative text has these structures. The first one is orientation. It introduces the main character, the setting, place, and time. And then after orientation, we can find a complication. The main character has a problem that must be overcome. So after the complication, there is a resolution. That is how the main character solves the problem. And then the last one, this is optional, that's coda or evaluation of the problem, character, and the lesson from the story. Alright, so that's the structures of narrative text. Okay, so let's see these characters. So there are five characters here. So do you know this story about? Yes. This story is about the Mahabharata story. That is my favorite story actually, right? So these are the characters in the story. They are Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Nakula, Sadewa, and then Bhima, and also their wives. So she is a Drupadi. Right. So we talk about the narrative text. Yeah, as we know that the structures are orientation, complication, a resolution, and also a coda. Okay. So the social function of the narrative text is to tell the story or to amuse the readers about the story. Okay. So this is also the narrative text, who, where, and when. Okay, that explain the characters. Yeah, and then what happened with the characters. It also talks about the complication. Yeah, and then how did the characters overcome the problems? Yeah, this could be say of the resolution. Yeah, how the characters overcome the problem, we called it the resolution. And then the last one, what are good values of the story? We say that this is a coda, or in Bahasa Indonesia it is a lesson learned or moral values or amanat. Yeah. So this is the social function to tell the story. Alright, let me tell you about a happy couple, Sinta and Rama. Okay, let's see this. Okay, this is our orientation. Once there was a happy couple. You may take a look at this, the underlined uh, word here. Once there was a happy couple. Sinta was a very beautiful princess, and her husband Rama was a very handsome prince. They both lived happily in a very prosperous kingdom named Astina. Let's take a look at this underlined word. Sinta's beauty and kindness was so famous that one of a giant king named Rahwana fell in love with her. So, this is orientation. What about the complication? Okay. After 4 months passed, Hanuman, the king of the white monkey, found Sinta's crown in the bust. It was the clue that led them to Alenka. Rama was so happy and thanked his best friend Hanuman about that. And soon they went to Alenka with 1,000 troops. Okay, so this is the complication or the conflict in the story. Okay, and then the last one. What is the resolution? The resolution was Rama felt so happy to see his wife. They soon returned to Astina and lived happily ever after. Okay. So you may take a look at the underlying words like this. Yeah. So the underlying words are called past tense as we talk about the story. Okay, as we talk about the story, then we should use a past tense. This one, kidnapped, this is past tense, and then took, it's also past tense. It is also the language features of a narrative. So we use a past tense verb in narrative. Okay, so the conclusion is narrative text has an orientation, complication, and then also a resolution. All right, yeah. As this show the generic structures, yeah, or we can call it structure text, yeah. So if we are going to talk about or to write a narrative, so we have to write or we have to know orientation, bagian pengenalan, ya, kemudian bagian konflik dan bagian solusi, ya. Dan di sini bisa ditambahkan dengan reorientation atau terdiri dari pesan atau amanat yang bisa kita pelajari dari teks naratif tersebut. Ya, jadi ada pesan atau amanat tertentu yang disampaikan atau yang bisa diambil dari sebuah story atau narrative text. Alright, that's all my students about narrative text. Okay, so see you next time on another video of our lessons. See you. Thank you.